Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn Atkins. I'm the Support and Volunteer Officer for Keeping Abreast, and I'm here today for a video chat with Chris Bailey. Chris is a long-standing supporter of the charity, and he's going to tell us why he feels it's such a worthwhile cause. So Chris, perhaps you could tell us the ways in which you've been involved with Keeping Abreast so far.
Well, hello Carolyn, lovely to see you as always, and thank you very much for inviting me to chat with you today. You're right, I have been involved with the charity in many ways. I've hosted the carol concerts, been the voice from above in the wonderful fashion shows, and looking forward to them coming back next year. I've been raising funds through donations from my annual jazz and cabaret concert that I do at the Playhouse. I've made cakes for the auctions, which we've sold at the Auction House auctions. I work for Auction House East Anglia, as you know. I've stood in the rain for the wonderful River of Light last year, so beautifully arranged by the ladies, and it was a super evening apart from the weather. I spent 13 months working with Kerry and Tracy in the office, covering a maternity cover, including the wonderful portraits exhibition that we took around England. That was a very special few weeks, and of course the quizzes during the lockdown. We've been doing some wonderful quizzes. So yes, a number of ways I've been involved with Keeping Abreast over the years.
Yeah, we're really grateful to you to all the different things you do. A very, very versatile supporter, I have to say. And the quizzes have been great during the lockdown because it's been really good that we can continue to support people and have a bit of fun while everybody's been at home, stuck at home. So that's been fantastic. But I just wondered if you could tell us why you chose to support this particular charity, because there's a lot of charities. So why this one, and why do you think it's such a worthwhile cause to support?
Well, I first heard about the charity in 2009. The lovely Julia Holland contacted me. She was looking for a location for the photographic shoot. She was producing the Keeping Abreast calendar that I'm sure many ladies will remember, which I think came out in 2010. So she contacted me around about this time, July, August time in 2009, and asked whether she could use the Playhouse on the Sunday when I was doing my annual evening of jazz and cabaret. And if was it possible during the afternoon, if she could take a photographic shot of, I think it was a dozen ladies who were on the stage holding up the letters for Merry Christmas, and it was going to be the December shot. And I said, yes, absolutely. That was no problem whatsoever. So we arranged it all. And Julie, on the Sunday, we did part of the rehearsals before the ladies turned up. And then I cleared the stage. And Julia and her colleagues got all of the ladies ready on stage and going from left to right, MERRYCHRISTMAS. So Merry Christmas. And then they then revealed themselves, as it were, and had the letters covering all the various bits, which worked fine for M and for E and for T. I felt a little sorry for the lady who was holding the I, but I guess she got by, and I can't remember how she did. But it was a wonderful shot, and it was the December shot for the 2010 calendar. So then I'd heard about the charity, and I'd been raising funds and have been raising funds since 1997 for a number of breast cancer charities, and primarily at that time it was for breakthrough breast cancer, which is now known as Breast Cancer Now. And I started my involvement in raising funds for them because my sister Sally Ann had breast cancer, and she'd had some surgery. My mother had died from breast cancer in 1973. She contracted it in 72 and died in 73. So Sally Ann was not well in 97, and when she finished her treatment, we decided we'd do some fundraising, and so that's how that started. And I was delighted in 2009 to find out about Keeping Abreast, because it became a local, it was a local charity, and it meant that I was supporting ladies locally who were getting the benefit. Is it an extremely worthwhile charity? Absolutely it is. And I've seen through the very small little part that I've played, including the 13 months of working in the office, the difference that Keeping Abreast makes, not only to the ladies who are able to come to the support groups, but also to their partners, to give them the support. I think it's that passing on of the experience that so many of the wonderful ladies who run the support groups around the country do, and it's supporting the partners as well, because the partners have got to be there to support the ladies that they get through the
That's the thing, isn't it? Because as you say, it started off in Norwich, and we've now got support groups around the country. And obviously, when we have face-to-face support groups, which we can't do at the moment because of the COVID-19 restrictions, part of that is showing people the results of their surgery, so people can see actually what does it really look like to have breast reconstruction, and how do they look at the end of that. And as you say, you can see the real positive effects on ladies from that. But you've done a lot of your own fundraising. I just wondered if you could perhaps say, you know, a little bit more about how people get involved, or if they've got an idea, you know, maybe what they could do to pass those ideas on, or to tell us about those.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the first tool is the keepingabreast.org.uk website, and that will give people so many bits of information about the charity and the support groups that are, as you say, from northwest, northeast, the southwest, the Midlands, and of course here in East Anglia. There's always something going on. There's lots of fundraising that is happening. Obviously, at the moment, it's not so easy to do mass gatherings, but any support that people can give and fundraise. I'm turning a slightly embarrassing 60 in a few weeks' time, and having a very small little gathering, but I'm still going to hold a raffle and make sure that everyone doesn't bring me a present or a card and then bring some money to something to go into the raffle. I think if people want to hold their own fundraising events, that would be wonderful. Anything to support the charity at this time. The website, I've mentioned that I know that the office is occasionally manned, and the telephone lines are always checked. So that's a nice, easy number to remember: Norwich 81 91 13. That's the way I remember it anyway. I think it's worth checking the website, checking social media, the Facebook, I know, and Twitter and so forth. So if people are on social media, then they can do that.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, we're on all three. We're on so obviously Facebook, which is Keeping Abreast HQ. We're on Twitter, which is @KeepingAbreast. We're on Instagram, and that's growing. So all three social media channels. We're also going to be on LinkedIn soon, I think. And as you say, the website address is www.keepingabreast.org.uk. The number again, I like the way you remember it, but the way I remember it is just the normal way, which is 01603 819 113. And we are working from home at the moment, but that office number diverts so we can pick it up from our computers. So we're always around for people who've got breast reconstruction concerns, well, they want to get involved like you have, or you do. And I have to say, we're all really appreciative of all the things that you do, Chris. It's brilliant, and your support for the charity. And thanks very much for coming along to talk to us today.
Thank you very much for the invitation.